Okay, Slaughterhouse we set it up about 5 years ago, my husband and I. So we moved in to a pretty derelict empty space with a lot of printmaking equipment which I'd accumulated over a number of years, and we gradually built the studio. We run as a small membership studio, so members come into the studio to make prints, to use the equipment to make prints. I run some short courses from the studio. It's obviously the place where I work and make my own work, and where Alex makes work as well. And it's, if you like, a place where artists can come together and hopefully make prints and talk to each other and maybe make connections. And to that end, I've tried and continue to try and sort of take the studio out, really. So we do exhibitions, we do some demonstrations, we do some work locally in the community. And recently we've had an open submission exhibition for artists in the area. That was earlier this year, which was like a really great coming together of artists who live locally to Stockwell, where the studio is. As an artist, having the place where you can be and where you can operate, and where you have got the things around you that you need to operate with, are really, really important. And that's what we've set up here, I believe, you know, and it's certainly a place where I feel comfortable and where I want to be, and therefore where I want to make work. So, yeah, for the first time, I suppose, this, certainly for a few years since our daughter was born, this has become a very comfortable place to be and to work. So that's how it happens. But it's a sort of, it's a juggling act. There's never enough time. And the hardest thing is the broken up nature of the week. So being in one place and doing one thing, being in another place and doing another, and then trying in that to find the place for your work. But I suppose within about the last 10 years, I've tried to find a way of working which allows me to be a bit bitty. And one of the things I do is the work is about like my day-to-day experience. So if I have some time, that's what I'm trying to make the work about. And instead of making big grand gestures that are sort of longer term projects, I try and make responses to what's happening at that moment, or a combination of that moment and some previous moment. And so that's how I try and make the work relevant, as relevant as I can to the small amounts of time that I find myself with.